What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JD, and this video is going out to Nintendo and the Super NES Classic Mini, whatever you want to call it. I'm about done. I don't think I'm gonna buy it, and there's a lot of reasons for that. So if you haven't heard already, if you're still interested in purchasing the SNES Classic, you're too late. If you were intending to pre-order this thing, then too bad. You were probably asleep when the pre-orders went live. All the pre-ordered SNES Classic Minis went up in smoke in just minutes. That's right. Target, Best Buy, GameStop, Amazon, Walmart, all of them went live with their pre-orders between 1 a.m. to about 4 a.m. in the morning. Everybody and even the raccoons were asleep at this time. If you decided you wanted to stay up and play some games at night, if you got notifications, awesome, good for you, congratulations. I'm not gonna hate on y'all. I'm upset because no one got any notifications. So really, like, the people that were really interested in this, I don't think they really had a fair shot. It's not cool, man. There's things out there where robots are just picking up pre-orders left and right. You sleep, I got you, bro. Don't worry about that. Like, I don't know if this stuff costs money or it's just a free robot that just roams around and says, hey, there's a pre-order for the SNES Classic. I'll pick it up for my guy. I wish I had something like that. I have to do more research because I'll do that next time. You bet your butt I will. Of course, you can imagine a lot of people are upset because, again, they had no chance. They weren't notified. I mean, there's websites like Amazon's like, click the notification button. We'll let you know when the pre-orders become available. Guess what happened? Yeah, just as you thought. No email, nothing. It just went live, all the pre-orders got sold out, and you are out of luck. I just don't get it. So Nintendo, what's going on, man? Talk to me. You gotta talk to me, man. Reggie, you gotta holler at me. What's up, man? Talk to me. This is a source I got. It's from one of my close friends, but they work at a video game retailer. And I asked, first off, I'm not gonna holler at you just to get an SNES Classic. That's one thing I don't like. These so-called friends that you think you have, they're only there just to get stuff out of you. If you work at a video game retailer and you have these so-called friends, the only time they call you, the only time they say, hey, what's up, how you doing, man? Hope you're having a wonderful time. How's your kids? How's your wife? Oh, by the way, can you pre-order an NES Classic for me, please? That'd be awesome. And then you don't ever hear from them ever again. So-called friends. It all comes down to Nintendo producing these things. You know, ultimately, it's just a board. Here's a Raspberry Pi. This has basically all the retro emulators on there. I have every NES game on here, but I do own a lot of these games. I can show you if I have to, but that's not the point. It's basically the same thing. Nintendo, all they're doing is getting a circuit board, putting in some information, loading up an operating system, and putting games on it. Putting in some ports that they got out of their Wii's or whatever, that they probably have stuff sitting in the back somewhere. And there you go, SNES Classic, 80 bucks. Why is it that Nintendo is purposely not building enough of these things to supply the demand? They want everyone to talk about Nintendo. Nintendo this, Nintendo that. Nintendo has no Switches. Nintendo has no SNES Classics. This stuff is on purpose. This is so we can talk about Nintendo. So Nintendo, good job. Doesn't mean it's a positive thing, but honestly, Nintendo doesn't care. They're making money hands over fist right now. Make your money, man. Make your money. Good job. You won't be seeing me buying an SNES Classic. And let me go ahead and show you one of the reasons why. Let me show you why I'm just saying, forget it. I'm not buying an SNES Classic. I already own this stuff, okay? It's not hand size. This is full size. I own a Super Nintendo. I own the mini version of the SNES. I even own the Super Famicom. I even have half the games that they're advertising that they're going to be selling for 80 bucks. Super Mario World, Star Fox, Kirby Superstar, Kirby's Dream Course, Street Fighter 2. Now I know it's Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I have that on the Genesis. Whoopity-doo. Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario Kart, F-Zero, Mega Man X, Secret of Mana, and Yoshi's Island. So I have half of the collection that they're selling, and then some. Some of these games I have no idea why it's not on the SNES Classic. Donkey Kong 2, Pilot Wings, NBA Jam, Breath of Fire, Mortal Kombat 3, Killer Instinct, Chrono Trigger, Breath of Fire. Again, don't know why I own 2 copies. ActRaiser, Final Fantasy 6, Mega Man X2, Secret of Mana. I own 2 copies of Secret of Mana. Why am I doing this to myself? Final Fantasy V, Dragon Quest V, Terminator 2, the arcade game, Terranigma, and I know that's a repro, NBA Jam. 2 copies of that. When I was young, I owned a lot of Nintendo product. This one right here, I've had since I was a little kid. I've always had this with me. This Super Nintendo Mario World right here, that was the very first game I owned. This is the one my mother purchased when I was like, what, 10? I don't remember. I was super young at the time. But that was the first game I ever owned, the first game I ever beat. And I still have it to this day, and it still works. You know, there's a lot of history here. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm not gonna bust my butt trying to get one of these classics. So here's the thing. I'm kind of upset with Nintendo because I can't get one of these things. And I'm not gonna bust my butt. I'm not gonna inconvenience myself to go buy one of these things. Because one, already have the stuff. Even though it's a little bit more complicated, I can still get the HDMI experience on my computer or on my HD TV. I have a lot of the games that should be on the SNES Classic Mini that's not. And that's probably because of licensing issues. They just couldn't agree with third-party vendors or third-party whatever. You couldn't make a game on the Super Nintendo without it being owned by Nintendo. There's a source, and I love this person in Jelly. I'm not going to put any names out there. This person works at a very popular game retailer. And I asked, I'm just curious, how many did you end up getting for pre-order? This person told me 8. They gave this individual 8 minis for pre-order. No wonder the Nintendo is so sold out. They don't give enough for people to even get a chance to get this stuff. How are you gonna send one place 8? It's absolutely ridiculous. It makes no sense. I'm just so ashamed of Nintendo. Now, don't get me wrong. The Best Buys and the Walmarts and the Targets, they're probably gonna have 10 times as many SNES minis that a small retailer is gonna get. But even then, that's even questionable too. If I had the opportunity to go to a Target before it opened, we would ask them, hey, how many NES classics are you getting today? Oh, maybe 2. 2 for a mega retailer like Target. To get 2 is ridiculous. I just don't know what else to say, but I'm not supporting this anymore. I'm not gonna bust my butt trying to get these little things. I'm just done. And there's another article out there that, guess what? Remember how the NES classics, the controllers, cables were like this long? Well, guess what? Your Super NES Classic Mini controllers are just the same size. Nintendo doesn't care about you. They don't care about the consumers anymore because you're just handing the money. Take my money. Just take it all. You can have it. I just got paid. Maybe I won't pay my rent. I'll just give you my money for a Switch. I'll give you money for an SNES Classic at 3 times the price because the scalper's selling it for $300. Because Nintendo's not offering. They're not building. They're not supplying the demand. They don't care about you. If they cared, they make those things 10 feet long. Just like the regular controllers. If they cared, they would do that. But they're not going to do it because they don't care. They like that money, they'll take it from you. They won't listen to you. And that right there, the length of the Super Nintendo controllers for these minis is proof of that. They don't care. I'm sure you'll have a good time, but man, the struggle is real. And it shouldn't have to be this way. It shouldn't. It's a shame that it is like this, and I really want to know what everyone thinks about that. So leave your comments down below. Let me know. Did you pre-order the SNES Classic Mini? If so, what did you have to do to get it? That's pretty much it. So thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and leave me a like. I cut myself there. That's why I have this tape. My wife takes care of me when I can't do things around the house. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. If you didn't, thumbs down. Leave your comments down below. Subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll talk to all of you later. Peace.